You've worked so hard to get this book written. You want to announce it to the world. I've always equated it's simple. When you have a baby, you don't keep it under the rug. You get the word out there. You want to show it off. You want people to know about it. And that would be the same for your book, because if you are planning on writing another book, you are creating an audience and you're building an audience, and you need to do that with your first book. You need to find, and I traveled the whole Eastern Seaboard. I went to book groups. I was invited to go to Savannah, Georgia. It was wonderful. Got a huge article out of it because I was willing to do this. Now, other people said to me, I have a friend who's an author, and she goes, well, what are they paying you? And I was like, well, they're not really paying me, but to get that article, you can't buy that. And so it was definitely worth my time to do that.
What are some good ways to get the word out about the event, and who do you tell about it?
Well, it depends where the event is. For instance, when I did it at the hair salon, they had flyers at the front desk, and they sent a note to the local paper. They told that, and all the hairstylists had a little sign at their stations. Awesome, they were very, very proactive. And it's the same what you would do. You would build up, you would get the word out by inviting your friends and family, and having them invite other people. But you also want to make sure that where you're having the venue, stay in touch with them, seeing what they're doing for the event. You don't want to make them feel that they're totally responsible, but you want them to know that, hey, I'm willing to bring foot traffic into your place. What are you doing to help me? Are you going to, are you preparing for me? Are you getting ready in any way? So you have to do that. And you want to send out a press release to the media to invite them and let them know there's going to be food, because they love food. The media absolutely loves food. So there's so many different ways you can do it. Definitely put the word out there on Facebook, Twitter, have a blog, get people interested in talking to you, engage other readers and what their books are interested in. If they're in your area, let them know about an event you're doing. So absolutely, you have to, it's time. It definitely takes time, but you have to absolutely do it.
How do you engage the media to get them interested?
It's really difficult. I don't even have to tell you that. It's very difficult, but if you could find one person at your local paper willing to do a story on you, then that's how you start. You just send, for instance, let me give an example. My novel, Without Grace, I sent it to where I was going to be doing an event in upstate New York, because that's where the story takes place. At first, I could not get a response from the person up there. Not at all. And I was like, okay, I've got to draw some people into this event. And I knew that an article in this paper prior to the event would be what would make it work. I knew that there was also an issue going on at the same time, and it was a political year. And it was about an environmental issue about wind turbine energy, and some people were for it, some people were against it, but this company wanted to come in and put up wind turbine energy. I'm originally from that area. My book has an environmental theme. I shot an email to this reporter and said, listen, it's a novel, it takes place in the 70s, it's not local, but it's got an environmental theme. I'm originally from the area up there. I'd be glad to address this topic with you. She got on the phone with me. She called me back right away. She goes, when can I interview you? I got a huge article out of this. One sentence was about the environmental issue. The whole other part was about my journey as a writer and about the novel. So you have to be creative. You have to say, what can I do for the reporter to give them a story? And I'm not saying to make something up major, but you can use your creativity to get the story.
To find that connection
To
point.
find that connection, absolutely.